On the first map that financially those sorts of rounds suit G2 better with where they're sitting in terms of the economy, in terms of this old cycle as well. I mean, operator in play now has been for a few rounds for Mixwell. Tour de Force one away. Mech have got to work with Viper's Pit and the Res. I mean, the Viper's Pit really relies on them doing what they haven't really been able to
destroyed.
Do in a couple of these rounds, which is get free site control.
They're trying to walk long.
No way.
They're trying to walk long. This is super dangerous. Yeah, Redgar seemingly aware of the possibility after that deep flash and everything else coming out. And yeah, the follow-up's even better. Unbelievable. G2 trying to get aggressive, and it worked out for Avova. Now, what do they do with this? They've had success on one side towards two, but they just lost out to Avova. So they've been presented a conundrum here again of,
the res.
I guess we have to sit towards that A site. You're right. The res is there if they want to lean towards it. Rotation's going to come in. Nuki is still lingering around that B side, but you're going to see Meadow now coming over. Rez comes out. You're right. Nat's back on his feet. 36 seconds. Meadow trying to kind of puff up his chest, give away a big picture. And Avova, did you just accidentally mouse one? I don't know what the plan was there, though, but something looked a little off stray, because it didn't look right, because now, well, that lurk's been found. That was all for nothing, and yeah, Meadow's found one, but it's kind of fizzled away. It's as telling as it was anymore. Yeah, it's lost a little bit of that element, but I do want to see what the adjustments are now going forward.
Redgar still trying to plant the seeds towards B, but the thing is, I mean, we've already seen it. G2
I've got your trail.
They do not falter. The Seeker's going to be invested here. It should get a ton of information on the back of it. Defo already got him well into lamps, though.
Yeah, and the flashes aren't finding anyone. It's just the Defo's been able to close the gap a fair amount. There it is. That's the integral kill here. It gives him so much space. Meadow gets found. Mech with a beautiful burst towards the site. That's the pace change that we wanted to see. I don't know, but the burst was perfect. The flashes didn't even find it. It was the gap closing potential coming out. The Defo, well, look, we said he had a hard first map. He had a hard series just yesterday. I mean, these guys have been through the ringer, but that burst was perfect. They had everything under control.
I mean, the thing is, Defo only needs a couple rounds like this on attack.
Yes.
For G2 actually see if they can even muster together the operator on this purchase. They can get themselves onto site. This might be the one they try and make that happen with here similar. Again.
It's rinse and repeat. This time, though, at least the flash caller players, they know someone's going to be posted up trying to get at least face on contact, which probably was Mixwell here who's going to have to dip away, but the site's theirs. It's cornered off enough that it's working, and I like the posturing coming out from Defo, but still, it's better to find Shados. That's going to remove his presence. Quick spam comes in. Mixwell can't quite make it happen in time, and the response in kind. Oh, it's going to be filthy on this. Suddenly, the screen goes green, and we have no idea where anyone is. Avova still found Redgar. Spike is ticking, so G2 have a time limit on this, and Nat's now beckoned in, called for attention. Defo just dividing and conquering. Senzio gets it. Defo delivering 3.
They killed Nat.
One enemy remaining.
No! How can you go from being a hero to being maybe the villain of your own story? Is Hoodie and Meadow now have to just find Chronicle? And I say that lightly. The spam comes in, he finds one, he spams it again!
Chronicle! Where did that paint shell land? I mean, now look at Nat's day speed. He's on nothing.
Oh. It's just absolutely dribbled out of his hand, but Chronicle, centimeter off that pixel away, but heartbreak obviously for G2, because that was a much better response, but now things look different. If Over forced to take the TP, they have to respect the ult towards Octagon, so again, stepping back a little deeper, but quick dismemberment. Hoodie going to take the head off of Redgar, and you can see the pace change now really being apparent here. Now, I don't know if they know that Mixwell is in this position. They're going to spot one crossing towards the site. They do not know his position. He's TP'd out. He's put into fucking danger. He's still going to just Ferrari past Defo. Quickly, the mech regain control, finding Mixwell and Hoodie. Avova still standing. Meadow tries to just walk out, take a wander. It's not going to happen. Nats has you absolutely pinned down. Spike comes in. It's a 3-man post plant.
Nuki in the back lines once again, but again, with nobody playing towards long, it's going to run the clock down a lot. And with Nats actually holding Avova down 47 HP, he's got to try and make a move out here, but it's not comfortable. Here, TP's in, gets one tag from the Vandal. That's 40.
Okay.
No, wait. Nuki's found it.
Okay, Nuki found Chronicle. They've got to know there's another. They have to know there's another. They found the other. They found Shados. They found Shados in that.
How?
Again, the synergy was lovely, but this is just ridiculous to me. Can we just, the last couple of rounds feel like a fever dream in this? No, okay, at the end, they kind of stemmed the bleed, but now, obviously, we're in the second half, of course. I feel like this has already been a marathon of a game. We're only in the second half of the second map. How fabulous this is. Chados going to catch one on the cross, spots Nookie. He goes down to Chronicle. Chronicle still stands, tries to deal with Mick, hands away. The ghost going turbo speed didn't really help, sadly. As it is down to a 3v3, though. They haven't quite cleared the site. The TP gets taken, but A is completely open for the taking.
Yeah, actually, Over will find space towards heaven as well. They wouldn't have heard this TP. Nowhere near. Nats his knife out. No, he's not expecting it. Will be punished. That gives G2 the advantage now.
Removes some of that possibility away, doesn't it? Mech now have to kind of funnel themselves forward. Defo has slipped further than maybe they'd expect, but Evova's going to be a problem just the whole time. He's buying time. This is all seconds on the board that G2 will love thanking for later. And a kill would have been ideal, but it's fine. He's done the damage. A tap on the spike kind of reveals at least Defo's position. They know one was towards heaven. Hadn't dropped yet. They want to deal with the spike. Defused, and they completely ignore heaven. And Hoodie now, close flash comes in, catches him on the cross, notes him on the site. Closes the gap and finds the kill. G2 going to start off.
Play lamps. How Defo won that? No idea, but the punish comes through. I think Shados just a lapse of concentration there allows the pass. I'm intrigued to see what the pacing here is for G2.
Yeah.
Fascinated, actually.
Yeah, this is one of those games where I almost wish I was just purely a spectator at times, because I just want to sit back and observe, because look at this absolute madness. Defo, not again. Shados. Oh, what is going on? Chronicle's got 3 more in front of him. They're on the site. This has been just a bloodbath, hasn't it? That was just a battle. Meadow just gonna...
Fine, we're fine with it. It happens to the best of us.
I mean, look at that.
It's the snake bite. It's the snake bite as well.
But we go again. Now let's look at the purchase, of course. We do see the full purchase coming in for Mech in the bonus round for G2. They do have a little bit of something to it. Hoodie does at least have a rifle. The rest are on the Spectres.
That works.
But again, keep in mind that Nookie is here. And this guy, when it comes to pace, when it comes to that next layer he can provide, it can be quite substantial. For now, it all gets shut down. This is good work from Mech.
On B.
Defo will find another as well. Meadow. Last one left for G2. Again, any sort of damage you can do here to force some of the repurchase. I don't think anybody actually on Mech have taken a single point of damage just yet. So anything you can draw out in terms of utility, I mean, it's all a bonus, but Spectre in hand will be noted on the back of that flash. And they will post up, I'm sure. Well, okay.
Hell. This man's beaming people. Okay, he's down. He's dealt with. But that was... So I'm quite interested to see how this carries on, because Mech are willing to go to a different look, right? We've seen them change pace completely. And I want to see if this continues now. Oh, yeah, that flash. You gotta check it though, right?
Checked. Yeah.
Oof.
Thank God.
It looked like he almost looked away for a moment there. Redgar eventually goes down, but he takes 2 with him. The site is now under G2 control, but keep in mind, Nats, that judge could be hard to bring to a position to really utilize, and you can see the slow creep coming around from the backside of Elbow. And Nookie's there going to find it. And Nookie really is going to just stay on patrol here, isn't he? Yeah, Nats should be tricky for him. The judge has its uses, but this won't be one of them, so I'm not sure quite what Nats can do about this.
Interesting one here really is, I mean, G2 could have thrown some bodies at this with the ultimates that were coming online, but find themselves success. Yeah. Nats will pray for a constellation. Everything the judge has been noted at this point, but G2 definitely not desperate to remove any weapons, considering the bigger picture. Oh, Nats can even retrieve anything. Maybe that closest kill marker, depends where the spike radius stretches to in this round. And actually, you look behind everybody except for Meadow. Money's good. Money's very good.
Yeah, they've really been holding on to this, and I'm seeing that it will be Nats for that judge close on short, so that could be annoying to try and clear. And I wonder how long G2 hold this somewhat default approach. I'm
looking here again with this wall down a short from Meadow. It does make it easy to kind of push up and just find that Viper's Pit for free almost towards default. But Mech will counter that with this double lamp sold. Yeah, I think they're reading this, or reading the intention at least. G2 don't like what they've seen and will drift towards B.
But I quite like the Nats is willing to probe a little bit there. He kind of tried to clear a little bit close in case anyone's walking further. But yeah, so the Seekers come down. And I wonder, this doesn't really give them the full idea. They're going to get further ahead than they'd like already. Obviously, Mech now know what's up. The Seekers didn't quite do what they wanted. Nats still going to find Mixwell of all players as well. That's a little bit of an outdo. TP now taken, and the site is completely clear. Keep in mind, the TP just got taken by the other two. You've still got a lingering of over. It's a bit of a round and around we go. Flashback online for Hoodie. He could do something with this, but you're right. The ult's going to come down. It's actually right on the money. Nuki has to move. Sits further away, goes to the plant again. G2 need a frag here, desperately, to stem this, because you can see the build back from Mech is good, but Hoodie just about keeps that tap in control towards heaven. The ult comes online now, can only smother the site, keep that one safe for now. Nuki outdone by Defo. Now, Lamps is back in Mech hands. Avova, though, backfilling this. Does have a gap to watch this cross pots. One takes that chance, pulls the trigger, finds Defo, now considers another, and that is going to actually kind of catch Nats. That buys time to allow this cross to be watched. And again, he knows there's going to be more here, time being bought. This is all playing so well into G2's hands, but there's still rifles ready for Mech, and Meadow is just threading the gap in between the two players. They had no idea, and Shados is being presented no options. Avova being so hard to clear here. TP taken, yeah, it doesn't matter.
Fairly pivotal round in terms of the timeline here. This is G2 on double digits.